I'd love to hear from both of you, step by step through the job search process. It obviously starts with gaining the right skills. And I'd love to hear both of your thoughts about when you came in first year, how did you figure out what you wanted to learn? How did you work on gaining the right skills to put you in such a nice position right now?
David, you want to start?
I came into Olin with at least the knowledge that I wanted to do sort of software through my time at Olin. I made the effort, this was a personal decision I made, that I wanted to sort of like front load my courses in terms of like software. Like I wanted to front load all my software classes so that I could get the skills early and sort of like make the decision about like what I was interested in. And so just like taking a really like broad variety of software classes early in my Olin career sort of helped me like find the path I wanted to take.
I had a couple different strategies for trying to figure out where I wanted to go. One of them was, as I was looking for internships, I tried to spread them out as much as possible. So my first summer, I did a research position, actually here at Olin. My second summer, I worked with a startup doing a combination of teaching and coding. And then last summer was IBM, so a much bigger company, and trying to figure out whether I wanted to be more on the robotics side or machine learning or all of those different spaces. So I took the opportunity to explore those as much as possible. Another big portion was gaining confidence. So when I came in, I had some software skill, like David was saying, but I really didn't have the confidence to go into a software interview. I wasn't really sure what that looked like. And so a lot of the strategies around that were just making sure that I got as good at software engineering as I possibly could, taking those classes early, doing research positions, talking to other people who had similar positions, finding all of those resources because many Oliners have done this before. And then once I was going into interviews, recognizing that I had those skills. So doing as many interviews as possible, even if they were for companies I wasn't completely interested in, just getting that experience, making sure that I wasn't nervous going into interviews, talking to other people who had been in the same position before, and just sort of gaining that.
So now you've got the right skills and you need to put it into that resume. I'm sure you've both done many resumes, helped a lot of students with resumes. What would your tips be for us on that?
I think that my resume tips can be summarized, especially for like software engineers. Your resume is there to screen, usually there as a screener. And so it's likely that the person who looks at your resume will look at it for about 10 seconds. So you want to design your resume in a way such that someone can glance at it for 10 seconds and maybe like in one sentence describe your interests and your skills. What that means is like have it be neat. Colors are really nice, not like super colorful, but maybe like pick like one color and have that be a theme of your resume, and have the companies that you've worked for like big on your resume so that someone can look and be like, okay, this person worked here, 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 and then maybe some skill keywords.
Also, don't be afraid to have multiple resumes. So when I first started making a resume, I was trying to cater it towards everything. And at that time, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do robotics or software or all these sorts of different things. So I tailored some of my Olin projects and skills that I had gained into different resumes. So for example, for a large software company, it would be very simple. It would have some main keywords that were easily searchable, like I know C++, I have done a machine learning project. But for a small robotics startup, I would want it to be a little more personable and have some of the cool robotics projects that I had gotten to do in more detail. So, great. Have that spread.